Hello everybody, we are here today to review Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, the 5th installment in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
Yes.
I was excited to see this one, hopefully it would finally turn around the franchise. And Carter, was the movie the turning point of this franchise?
I think it kind of has the same, like, everyone kind of feels the same about it as, like, on Stranger Tides. It's sort of, I don't know, it's not quite the same spirit it used to have.
Nope, there's, I mean, I'm not, like, the biggest fan of, Gorbinski, is that the guy?
Gore Verbinski directed the first three.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really like the first one. I really like the first one, but, you do kind of miss his style in some sense, the 4th and 5th one, because those are the ones that I feel a little more hollow. There's not a lot of life.
The first and second are the best ones.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way after rewatching them. There's a lot to like in those. But this one, it just feels hollow. A lot of missing things that just, I don't know. It just felt like a big payday.
Yeah. What did you think of Johnny Depp in this movie?
I think honestly, he even had more fun on Stranger Tides. I think this one he just kind of like.
I think he's kind of done. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
I think he's sort of wiped out from doing just all these big movies and not doing anything like new or like artistic, I guess.
Yeah.
He's just kind of milking the CGI movies.
Sure, yeah, it was definitely. I think one of the worst parts of the movie was just Johnny Depp because he had to carry this movie and he could not carry it.
No.
Not
with the same energy that he could before.
Yeah, I would say it's mixed with the writing, but also with his improv just does not work.
Yeah, now there is some good funny moments in this movie.
Yeah, no, I'll give it to you.
Of them.
There's some funny moments. Yeah. Definitely brought back some humor that we didn't really get in some of the other ones. But yeah, just kind of felt stale throughout the movie. What did you think of the two bad guys, Barbossa and Salazar?
I wouldn't say Barbossa is much of a villain because he's been more of like the ally throughout since the first one.
That's true.
So Salazar, I guess, it was played by Javier Bardem as the main villain, and you know he's just. I thought he had an interesting story, but I don't know why all the villains in the series always have to have like a past with Jack Sparrow. Like
it's kind of hilarious how many there are.
Every single one of these villains has a past with Jack Sparrow. I think even Blackbeard did. I can't remember. But anyways, in this movie, they find another way to crap up his face with CGI. I don't really know what he was. Was he a ghost?
He was a ghost, but
I don't know if he's a zombie or a ghost. I don't know what was really going on there, but. Anyways, he was okay. He had some decently intimidating moments. Other times he's just kind of a joke. I don't know. I couldn't always take him that seriously, but there's a couple times where he comes off as a good villain.
Yeah, he's decent. I'm not gonna praise him or anything because the movie's not all that great. Yeah, it's good to see Geoffrey Rush back. I mean, I always liked Barbossa. Again, there's nothing really there with him anymore.
Tell him your little piece about him, how his introduction is.
Well, so after the movie, I was talking with Carter, and I was thinking about this. And if you go back and rewatch all these movies, which I did before, every entrance the guy does with every time he meets up with Jack Sparrow,
it's a zoom in on him.
It's always a zoom up on him, and he goes, Jack, like
Jack.
Yeah, it's like this really, really like exaggerated Jack, and then Jack's like. Like
Hector.
Yeah. It's like it's weird, always the same thing, and it's always funny because they do it in this one too.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is though. Mm-mm. It's always the big eye, and it's totally a side note, but I thought that was hilarious how I thought about that.
What did you think about the CGI in this movie?
I thought it was pretty good for the most part.
Yeah.
I can't really.
You could tell this movie was expensive though. In plenty of times with really big over the top scenes.
Yeah. The budget was $230, I think. $230 million.
I thought it was like in the 300s. I thought it was pretty huge.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't even that. But yeah, there's definitely they spent a lot of money on the CGI. So applause.
I'd still say even though it was 10 years ago, I think the Davy Jones CG was probably better than the one for Salazar.
Yeah, it actually was, and that's kind of sad.
Yeah. What did you like? The runtime in this movie was kind of that's
a
problem. It was a little too long. did not need to be as long as it was. The climax was really drawn out, I think.
Yeah, and it was just, by the end, I was just waiting for this thing to end, like the climax. By that time, I was already checked out of the movie, I'm honest.
And there's a subplot with Barbosa that was just kind of thrown in there, and it didn't really have any emotion for me. Didn't really resonate.
No, it could have been a lot better, but they just
it was really last minute, yeah.
It's like, whoa, hold up, like I'm not gonna spoil anything, but by the ending, with wrapping up of a character, it was really like, what? Like, it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But he's coming back anyway, so.
Yeah. And then what did you think about the return of Will Turner?
I don't know, like.
He's barely in it.
Okay, he said like a couple words in the beginning, and then he's in the end again.
I gotta say, he's like in the opening scene. That acting was not good in that scene.
Well, he doesn't do a lot of acting anymore.
Well, with him and with the guy who plays his son, it's just not good acting right there.
And then Keira Knightley's return was a one kiss, and that was it. And I'm sure she made $1 million.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I will say it now. I've always been a big fan of this franchise in some sense. I like the first one. Really like the first one. I like the second one. The fourth one, I think
it's entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertaining. And the third one's okay. But this
third one's super confusing.
It's super confusing though, and there's some bad parts to it. But I don't know. After this one, I'm kind of checked now. I'm
good.
I'm really good now. And you know, I make a ton more of them because they still are continually making money.
Yeah. How much did this one make now?
It only made. It was Memorial Day weekend. It was 78, I think, just domestically, but like overseas, it made a ton of money. It's like Transformers. They're going down in domestic, but like.
Yeah.
Foreign.
Age of Extinction's Transformers, that made like nothing here, but overseas
it just
huge.
made and that's what these pirates keep going up. So overseas, why do you like bad movies? That's I don't get that. So yeah, what would you be your rating for this film?
My rating would be, I'd say, I'd have to say it's 5.5 out of 10 stars because it's still got entertaining moments in there. It's a fun time to watch. It's the 5th in an adventure series. You gotta love adventure movies are a lot of fun to watch, especially when they're out on the open seas on pirate ships. It's fun to watch. Johnny Depp, he's one of my favorite actors. But it's pretty stale throughout, and it just feels tired overall. So that's a major takes off a lot of points for that. What about you?
Well, I think the two biggest things that this was missing that every other one I think has is, for one, Johnny Depp was not there as Captain Jack Sparrow. That's one of the biggest hits. Two, I don't really remember any of the action sequences, and that's why these movies have really good action sequences, and that's what makes them good with the Hans Zimmer music and everything. It makes them really well.
And the second one, I always remember the wheel sword fight.
I love that. Yeah.
But this one doesn't really have anything like that.
And I think that's the biggest hits, and there's not a really memorable story. And I'll give it 5 out of 10. I mean, that's being nice. It's big disappointment for me. I mean, seeing these trailers, I thought it could possibly be good. Like,
it looked like it'd be we're to bring it back to what it used to be, but
nah, it's just the same thing.
Yeah.
So 5 out of 10. I'm trying here. Anyway, that's a review for Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales. What did you guys think about it? Comment below. Let us know. Anything else on your part?
Yeah, this summer so far has not been stellar.
It's don't do 2016 over again, please.
And we haven't seen Wimpy Kid yet. We're gonna do that.
We will sit through that.
And Captain Underpants, which we've heard is good.
We've heard it's good, so that has to be better than Die Wimpy Kid, but who knows? Anyway, that's our review. We just hit 300 subscribers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
And yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
See you next time.
See you.